Hi students, this is a video about how to write an essay. It comes from my 11th grader's book, the Upper Intermediate Students book, Unit 7E, on an opinion essay. Now before I begin, if you have already started your essay, don't worry. You can follow what the book is teaching you and you'll do just fine. However, this is a review of the basic elements of an essay to make sure you're in the right direction. So let's get started. So who remembers what is the most important thing about an essay? What makes an essay an essay? The answer, of course, is a thesis. And what is a thesis? It's simply what you're trying to prove. Some people think of it kind of like your opinion. It's more than that. You're stating something that you believe, but you're actually going to spend your whole essay proving that it's true, that it's real. It's more than just your opinion. It is true what you're saying. And how do you show that your thesis is true? Well, that's where arguments come in. Arguments are the reasons that your thesis is true. The reasons and the support for why what your opinion is more than just an opinion. There's actual thought behind it. And how do you show that your arguments are valid, are justified, are true? Well, that's where supporting evidence comes in. These are the specific examples, the statistics, the quotes, the way that you show that your arguments, once again, aren't just your opinion. There's actual facts, there's actual thinking behind it that will convince your reader of your essay that your arguments are true and therefore that your thesis is true. So let's put this all together. Your essay is all about your thesis. Remember, your thesis is just what you're trying to prove. Your arguments show that your thesis is valid, has weight to it. And each argument must be proved by specific examples, by specific evidence, by specific statistics. Evidence that shows that they're true. And if you can do that, if your evidence shows that your arguments are true, that shows that your thesis is true, you have successfully written an essay. Now let's look at one of the most basic types of essays that exist, the 5-paragraph essay. It has 5 paragraphs because the first paragraph is just your introduction. The second paragraph is your first argument. Your third paragraph is your second argument. Your fourth paragraph is your third argument, and your fifth paragraph is your conclusion. Now let's break down each one of these paragraphs into the essence of each paragraph so you know how to write it. Well, your first paragraph, which is the intro, you only need to do 3 things. You need to introduce your topic with a general statement. Nothing specific, just a general statement about your topic. You need to present your arguments. Even though you're not going to prove them, there's absolutely no statistics, no specific details in your introduction, just presenting your arguments. And then your last sentence of your first paragraph is your thesis. Now let's go to your second paragraph. This is where you present your first argument. Your first sentence is just presenting your argument. And then the rest of the paragraph, you prove that argument. This is where you get very specific with examples, either real-life examples or hypothetical examples, with specific statistics, with quotes, just like it were a speech, and you're trying to convince someone that you're smart. This is the essence of an essay, that if you can prove that that argument is real, then you are justifying and proving your thesis. Your third and fourth paragraphs are exactly the same in that you just present the argument and then you spend the rest of the paragraph proving that it's true. This is where you get really specific, give those really specific examples, and show your reader that this argument is more than just your opinion, it's fact what you're presenting. That leaves us with the conclusion. In the conclusion, it gets very repetitive. It almost feels like the intro, just done a little bit differently. Once again, you are going to start with your thesis. That's your first sentence of your conclusion. Then come your arguments and then basically your thesis again. You're just saying, this is my thesis, this is what I've been trying to tell you, this is why I'm right in what I've told you, and once again, this is why I'm right. It's a very structured format. Essays are academic. They don't always allow for the most creativity as far as expression or style. You definitely want to follow this format so that your reader knows what you're trying to say, what you're communicating. This is the essence of a 5-paragraph essay. So that does take me back to your book. You were given many ideas about what to write about. To be honest with you, anything there where you can put your opinion, more than your opinion, you can try and prove something to your reader with a thesis that has to do with aging or youth or the elderly. You can choose one of the ideas mentioned in your book, or you can choose something different. Your book is wanting you to write an opinion essay. That has a slight difference. As you can read in the book, it has paragraph 4 just talking about the counter arguments to your thesis. To be honest with you, I'm happy with either one. If you know the essence of an essay, just write the 5-paragraph essay and don't worry about the opposition to your thesis. Or if you want to follow the book and go for an opinion essay and show the opposition as well, you're welcome to do that as well. Obviously, if you have any questions, please email me at prof.staley@gmail.com. Take care. See you guys soon.